Imagine your Laravel API receive this request like title is equal to empty, email is equal to invalid email, all the request is wrong. So without proper validation, your API will store bad data in database. So in this video, I will show how to implement professional API validation using the form request in Laravel 12, which keeps your controller clean and your API secure. Welcome back to Laravel REST API with authentication series. In the previous video, we will implemented a standard API response structure. So your API response look clean and consistent. Now the next important step is validation. Instead of writing validation logic inside controllers, Laravel allow us to move validation into form request classes, make the code cleaner and reusable. So first question is, what is form request? A form request is a custom request class used to handle validation and authorization before the request reaches the controller. So benefit is, we can say our controller is clean and validation rule is reusable. We can reuse in other controller or function also, and centralized validation logic and automatic validation response. So let's go in VS Code and we will see how we will implement this form request validation. So as you can see, this is my task controller. So inside the task controller, there is lots of function is already created. This function is used to store data, insert data into database. So you can see there is a lots of validation rules. A user ID is required, title is required, description is required, completed required boolean, image also all the validation rule is written here. And if you are going to some other function also like update, so in update also there is some validation rules. So this is not good because in every function you need to write validation rule. So it's not a centralized thing. So if you are creating a production ready API, we need to create a centralized thing in a validation class, and we will use that class in every function and every class. So let's go. We will see how we will doing this. In the current situation, we are just written this validation code inside our controller. Now I am going to create a form request class. To create that a form request class, the command is php artisan make request and whatever you want the name of that class. So I am just going to write store task request. Okay, and hit enter. So now you can see inside this HTTP, inside the request folder, there is a file is created. App inside the HTTP, there is a request folder. So you can see this is the form request class. Okay. So now we have to write the rule for form request class. So in the you can see now first of all we need to change this true false to true. Okay. So authorization is required, and next we are going to write the rules. So this is the place where I am going to write the validation rules. Okay, we have title. So title is required, and suppose I'm just going to write the title should be a string. We can copy paste also. So you can just copy paste this whatever the rule is there. We can copy paste here. All rule is set now. So in the top you can see the meaning of this line of code is our custom request inherits validation feature from Laravel form request class. Okay, and this is authorization means this method determine if the user is allowed to make this request. Okay, and this rules method is define validation rules for incoming request data. Okay, so meaning of this code is user ID is required and title is required, description is required, completed is required, image should be maybe null, but if you are selecting image then it should be image, and image type is JPG PNG, and maximum file size is it's approx 2 MB, and this is for multiple image, this is for single image, and this is for multiple image. So now I'm going to implement this validation rule inside our controller. So let's go in controller. So if I talking about this code, so I'm just going to comment this because this is not required anymore. And inside this store, when we are going to store this request, so inside the task create, we are just going to store the request. So after commenting this request, so you need to write here not request. We need to write the name of your this class name, store store task request. Okay, store task request. So we need to write here, and inside the request there is a function called request validate. Okay, so we are just going to call that validate. Okay, this will store the value whatever we have made the request. Let's go. First of all, need to start the server, and we will check this. We need to create a login for this. Let's go in login API and click on this send button. So it will generate a token, and we will use that token inside this that create task, because we have used Centum authentication, the token which we will going to use in this create API. Okay, so inside bearer token, and now I'm going to send this request. So now title field is required and completed is also required. Okay, because we don't have sent the title and completed that. Okay, so when I am going to click on this, so it will show the correct error message, and this message is coming from our store task request. Okay, there is one changing, because this image and images also required, so we need to store this value inside the dollar data. Okay, and inside dollar data, just copy paste this here and change this name data. Okay, and send the data inside this store method. Okay. So now when I am going to send all these things, so it will store in our database. Okay, so you can see task created successfully. When I am going to check this in our DB also, so this is our task table. You can see it's 104 total, and when I'm going to refresh it, it's 105, and this record is inserted inside this. So you can see the single image also inserting, multiple image also inserting. Everything is correct. Okay, so you can see, if again I am going to do not send this description, so it will give me the error message. Description field is required. Okay, if you want to create the validation rule, you have to create a separate a form request class. Okay, and there we need to write the validation rules, and then we will going to use inside our controller in a single line. We do not need to require these 10 lines or 20. If you have, suppose you have 10 or 20 request fields, so we need to write 10 to 15 lines of code. But if you write these things here, so it is centralized, and our controller and function is very clean. So what is this store task request is doing? This is doing Laravel automatically run the validation before controller execution. So if the validation is failed, so Laravel return 422 error. So you can see 422 error is coming. Okay, so if you are learning Laravel API step by step, so make sure watch my complete Laravel REST API playlist. The playlist is here, so you can see all the topic I have covered: Centum authentication, Laravel login registration with Centum authentication, and database migration, model and migration, resource controller, Cedar factory, and also CRUD API like get, post, put, delete, all the API, and pagination also, search and filter also, and role-based access on our Laravel route also, file handling also, and rate limiting, global API, error handling, and also in previous video Laravel standard response structure we have also covered. And so the playlist link is available in description also, and I button also. So just check out my playlist and watch my other video also, because the all everything is related to each other. So there is a small thing I want to discuss with you. You are showing there is some error message is coming, description field is required. Okay, but if you want to create a custom error message, do not want the default Laravel error message, you want your own custom error message, so you can write it here also. So for this we need to create a class like public function message. Okay, And inside this message, you can write the rule, like suppose a title is required. So title dot required will display. If the title is empty, then this message will show task title is required. So I'm just going to testing the one field. Let's go in Postman and title. I'm going to remove this. Okay. So description is there, everything is there. Only title I have removed. So now you will see my customize error message. So when I am going to click, so you can see task title is required. If I am going to change, I want to see this message is coming or Laravel default right here, demo or test, anything. Then you can identify the message. So again, when I'm going to send this, you can see task title required demo. Okay. So whatever you want, your error message, so you can write here and this that will be display there. So you can write the custom error message for all the fields in description also. So if you want for description dot required, right, task description is required. Now just going to test this. So I am going to send the title but not description. So now you will see the customized the task description is required. So required spelling is wrong. So that is coming. Whatever you have write, that will. So the changed value is there. Okay. So everything is correct. So now our Laravel API has proper validation using form requests. But in real application, when something goes wrong, we also need to log errors for debugging and monitoring. So in the next video, we will show you how to implement professional error logging in Laravel API, which is essential for production application. So if this video is helpful for you, please like this video and subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon to get latest updated from my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care. Bye.